we're going to go over one of my favorite parts of this planner. Not just the planner, but just my favorite part in general. And it's all about income increments. Income increments is, think of it as you've got a goal to reach a certain amount of money, and then you have a product or a service that you sell. How many of those products and services do you have to sell in order to meet your revenue goals? Okay. And then when you think about income increments, say you're working a 9 to 5 and you make $65,000 a year. What can you do to get up to $70,000 a year on that job? So you always start where you're at and say, how can I raise the income of where I'm already at? And then you start looking outside of that. So maybe you have a side hustle. How can I earn an additional $1,000 a month? How can I earn an additional $2,000 a month? Whatever it may be. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the pricing your product service that I have in the planner. If you have not downloaded the free planner yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please go down into the description, pause the video, download it. It is totally free. And then I want you to go directly to the section that looks like this, pricing your product and service. So what you're going to see is it says pricing your product and service, and then it's got product or service on the left-hand side, what's your price per unit, and then sales needed to goal. And then at the bottom, I have some instructions. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to set what your annual goal revenue is. So what is the revenue that you would actually like to earn in addition to what you have right now? Maybe this is you only have one business and you're not working full-time. Great. What kind of revenue are you looking to earn from your business this year? That is what I want you to put over here on the left-hand side. So this is all about, I'm doing this planner for my coaching business. So I'm going to say I want to make $50,000 from coaching this year. Okay. And so $50,000 is what I'm going to put over here under annual revenue goal. Then it says step 2, list out all of your products and services or ideas and how much you can sell them for per unit. You can have different prices per item to test out the model. So basically what that says is I know for sure I have a tier 1 membership that's $97 per month for you to get access to some live trainings each month, as well as the replays and a bonus session. Okay. And you're going to also get access to community. So that's $97 per month. How many of those the 97 should actually go here. So how many of those do I need to sell to reach my target? Now, I know for sure I've got other services that's going with this. So therefore I'm not having to sell all of the tier 1 packages to reach the $50,000. Okay. And so my other package is going to be a more of let's do it together type model. So you're going to get one-on-one coaching, and you're also going to get access to everything that's in tier 1. And that is going to be $197 per month. And I keep putting it in the wrong column. So this is $97 per month, and this one is $197 per month. And then I have a tier 3 that is a 6-month program that you pay for all at once for $997. It comes with additional hours of coaching as well as everything that you get in tier 1, which was the monthly master classes and replays, as well as the bonus sessions. Okay, and that whole thing is $997 total for 6 months. So now the part is how many of these can I sell and how many of these do I need to sell in order to get to this $50,000 annual revenue mark? So that says step 3 says divide your annual revenue, what I want, $50,000 by the price per unit. And this gives you the sales needed to reach that goal. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my calculator and it says for $97 per month, how many of these do I need to sell? What target am I looking for? Okay, so let's just say I say, you know what? I want to make $10,000 of it just from that. So I would take $10,000 of the $50,000 and I would divide it by $97. So I would need to sell 103 months of this product to get 10K. All right. Okay, so I would need to sell 103 months of the $97 a month package in order to make 10K just from this tier level. Now, 103 months doesn't necessarily mean 103 people because this is a monthly membership. So now it becomes how many people and how many months. So let's say I want to have 50 people. I could have 50 people at about 2 months. So if they stay in the program for 2 months, then I could have 50 people and I'm pretty much at that 103. Now, what I can tell you is this program is going to be needed for longer than 2 months. So I can say whenever I'm working with clients that it's typically what you're looking at is going to be 6 months to get really what you need, and a full year would be even better. So if I'm trying to promote this for a year program, and then let's put this, so that's one. You can also go right here and you can do it again. You can do tier 1 at $97 and we still got the 10K mark. And now instead of 50 people at 2 months, how many people do I need to stay at 12 months and how many people do I need to stay at 6 months? So if I do 12 months at $97, that's 12 times 97, that's 1164, and 10,000 divided by the 1164 is about 9 people. So I would need 9 people in the program. Let's make sure that's right. 9 times 12 times 97. Nope, I did that wrong. 97 times 12, 1164 times 9 people. Yeah. So there's my $10,000 dollars. Okay, so I could have 9 people enrolled for an entire year, and that would give me the $10,000 that I'm looking for. Or if I only had 6 months, how many people do I need? And that should be 18, because technically you need 18 people. Look at the calculator. Times 6 months times 97 is 10,476. Okay, so that's how you're going to calculate how you can get to this revenue goal. All right, so 9 people or 18 people, depending on what the program links are. Okay, and then from there, that gives me an idea. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't sound like a lot of people, 9 people or 18 people. So what happens if I think I can get 18 people? Let's say I think I can get 25 people to stay in the program for 12 months. What does that look like? So then you would take 25 and you would multiply that by 12 times 97. Therefore, now I can get $29,100 from just the tier 1 itself. Okay, so I want you to see how this exercise actually works, because then you were thinking in your head, maybe I can only get 10,000 from this one package. But then when you see how the numbers are, you're thinking, oh, all I need is 9 people to stay 12 months. That's not really that bad, even if it's not the same 9 people, because what you're having to do is to make sure that each month you have 9 people enrolled in the program. Okay, and to me that sounds fairly easy. Okay, so then maybe I want to increase that number, which is what I did here, and say, what if I had 25 people in it per month for 12 months? That'd give me $29,000. Okay, so that's that part. And then you do the same thing for the tier 2. So at $197, now this is where it's going to get interesting, and you're going to have to put, if you're similar to me, you're going to have to make sure that you're not setting goals for things that you can't meet. And what I mean by that is, I know that tier 2 and tier 3 packages come with one-on-one coaching. And I know I can only take on so many clients in order for them to be successful, as well as me not to be burned out and also be successful. So this is where it's going to come into how many people can I actually take on? What is my capacity? All right. So if I think, because this tier 1 is literally just me doing the 2 classes a month that are going to be available as a replay. We meet every 2 weeks, and then I do a bonus session. Okay, and that's going to be to all the masses. The one-on-one session is just me working with you personally about your business. Okay, and so for this 197 package, that comes with 1 hour of my time in addition to what we have up here. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, how many hours do I have per week that I can spend with someone doing one-on-one coaching? And right now, I would probably say I have about, if I include the weekends, I could do 10 hours per week of coaching. Now, does that mean I want to have 10 clients that I'm meeting with each week? And that answer is no. Okay. I don't want to have 10 individual clients that I'm having to meet with every week. Not starting out. I think that's too many. So therefore, I'm going to say I'm going to have 5 clients here, and I want 5 clients per month. All right. So if I've got 5 clients per month, let's turn our, so if I say 5 clients each month times 197 times 12, that gets me right at $12,000. Okay. So now I've got 30,000 from here. I've got 12,000 from here. So I've got about $42,000 that I can make if I can get this number and this number. So therefore I only have $8,000 left that I'm trying to come up with. So therefore I have $997 for a 6-month program. And so if I need the other 8,000, which this is pretty easy, Ranarda, should be 8. I need 8 people at this service. And then when I add all that together, I'll come up with my $50,000, okay? So let's start this over so it looks a little bit cleaner. My annual revenue goal is $50,000. I'm going to do my tier 1 product. I have a tier 2 product, and I have a tier 3 service coaching. This one's $97 per month. This one's $197 per month, and this one's $997 for 6 months. And so for my other sheet, we're going to shoot to have 25 people each month in this program. And that 25, we're just going to round this up and say that's $25,000. And then for the $197 a month, I said I needed, how many people? We needed 5 clients in this program right here each month. 5 per month. And so that came out to be $12,000 is what it came out to be. And then for the tier 3 at $997 for 6 months, we ended up only needing 8 people to purchase this. Now, notice this is 8 people, but this is for the year. And so that would give us an additional $8K. So that's 25, 35, 45. So I'm missing $5,000 somewhere. So actually I need 13 people. So sorry about that. I did the math wrong. Pharmacist doing math wrong. Go figure. So we actually need 13 people, and that gives us 13K. So that's 25, 35, 45, $50,000 goal right there. Okay, so hopefully you found this helpful in showing that this is how you actually break down how you're actually going to get to your annual revenue goal. Okay, and so what I also hope that you saw from that is I started out low. I was thinking, oh, well, maybe I can just get 10,000 from tier 1. And then once I did the numbers, I realized, hey, I can get more people, I feel, in that program. Now, some months I'm not going to have 25 people, but hopefully some months I've got 30 people to make up for the months that I may only have 10 or 15 or 20. And so at the end of the year, I should balance out to have the 25 people average per month to bring that in. Then what happens? Maybe you reassess in a few months to see where you're at. And maybe you're doing better on your tier 2 and your tier 3 packages. And therefore now you need to realign. Or if it's going very well, we increase this number over here. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the time to use this pricing in your product and service sheet. Really think about how much you want to make in your business this year. And then I want you to list out your products and services, the current prices that you have, and then determine how many of those you need to sell in order to meet your annual revenue goal. I just met with a coaching student on last night, and we were going through this exercise. And she realized that her prices were too low. She would never have reached what she needed to because her prices were too low and she was providing a lot of value. Okay, so once you start looking at how many I have to sell in order to get somewhere, and then you start thinking about the value you provide, it will also allow you to better price your products. Okay, so this exercise is packed with lots of things that you can get and lots of benefit that you can get out of it. So I encourage you to take the time, download the planner, go to this section, fill this part out, and then stay tuned for the next video.